Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan here again with you on this Astrology, Human Design, Gene Keys channel, and today we're going to be addressing a very popular topic in the astrological and spiritual community, and that is the topic of twin flames. But before we get started, I'd like to let you guys know that if you're watching this in April, we currently have a Easter spring sale on our website for birth chart readings, so do check that out. So head over to my website to meet my astrology team, my beautiful, amazing, and highly qualified astrology team that are going to be doing birth chart readings for you guys. So head over there, but they'll also be appearing on this channel as well very soon in the near future. So can't wait for that. And also don't forget to head over to my art YouTube channel. I'll post a link to that up above in the description box below as well. I haven't posted an art vlog in a while, but I'm going to be doing them again real soon once I have kind of my space ready again. But yes, head over there, hit the subscribe button, and like any videos that you like. All right, so let's get started with the topic of twin flames. And as you might have read in the title of this video, why twin flames don't actually matter. Briefly, let's first briefly look at the origin of twin flames and what it actually is. So I myself am not somebody who has done various research or study into the topic of twin flames, but I've come across it, many times now during my study of astrology to be able to come here on this channel and finally be like, I think I have some insight to share with you guys about this now. So twin flames originate from the Greek mythology that when God or Zeus created man, or woman, they were split into half, into two souls, and they've reincarnated on earth so that one day they may be able to find the two separated souls will come together and find each other again. So that's basically the origin of twin flames and where that's kind of coming from and what it is all about. So I don't really, for myself, have an opinion as to whether I myself believe in twin flames or not. Like, I'm just totally neutral about it. It's like, if you guys believe in it, go ahead. If you don't believe in it, go ahead. I'm just neutral here because I do, have this feeling or this sense of it's like inner knowing that we have reincarnated as a fragmented soul. I mean, our souls have been fragmented. Now, whether they're fragmented like the Horcruxes of Voldemort and Harry Potter, or how they have been fragmented, how they've been split apart, how many pieces, I don't know. And I'm not really going to spend time looking into that as well because I have other things that I need to do in my life. But this is just my feeling on that. And so, that is basically the idea of soul splitting and twin flames. And so what a twin flame is here on this earth, then according to sources out there to do, is that once they find each other, they are here to make the world a better place. So when they come together, whatever type of relationship they are, whether that's romantic or whether that's some kind of friendship, they're here to go on a mission together in order to serve their community, to serve the society, to do something good out there in the world together. So that's the idea of completing your soul from that perspective of the twin flames. So therefore, if your soul has been split only into two pieces, what I understand from this theory is that it would be very rare to find your twin flame. It would be extremely rare. And that there isn't going to be a lot of people out there who have found their twin flame. Now, I can understand that with us moving into the age of Aquarius, that, with regards to the shifts in the energies and in this going into this new era that we're moving towards, that this might be more of a possible recurring thing because of, we can say, the awakening of the planet and the way that we're shifting into a new era of consciousness. It's highly possible that would be more, but nonetheless, I don't think that that growth or that speed is going to be happening overnight. You know, it's going to take years, maybe hundreds of years, to kind of slowly increase in the rate or the percentage that more people are going to be finding their twin flame, if that makes sense. If you guys believe in twin flames, of course. Like I said, I'm neutral about this. And so, according to the various different sources out there, what happens when you find your twin flame is that you will feel this instant recognition, like they are, like you just know each other before, right? There's a sense of familiarity. There's a sense of comfort, of feeling like you've come home. There's just a great unconditional love for each other. There may even be healing aspects that come into a relationship that you have with a twin flame. There'll also be a high degree of, possibly if it's romantic, like really high romance, and just in general a deep feeling of like this is meant to be, like I've known you before and now we've come together to do something to give love to the world. So now why I say twin flames don't matter in this case is that when we're looking at the various different check boxes of what makes a twin flames, like I just mentioned to you previously, those things that you want to tick off to know if you've met a twin flame or not, to me, that's what we would call epic love, like true love, like real love. That should be something that everybody should have, or everybody has the chance of having in their deep, intimate relationship. Think about it, guys. A feeling of comfort, a feeling of fate, a feeling like, oh, I've met you before, I've known you before. Unconditional love and giving love to the world together as a couple. A relationship focused on healing. You don't need a twin flame to do that for you. If you do your own healing, if you are whole and complete within yourself, meaning that you are financially, in terms of your career, in terms of your life purpose, complete, whole, independent, you have emotional stability, but you also have emotional intimacy. You understand your emotions in and out. You love your body. You give it the physical desires and needs that it needs on a daily basis. You fulfill yourself mentally. You fulfill yourself spiritually. You've done the growth work on yourself. I guarantee you, beautiful souls, you will find that true and epic love for you. And it doesn't even have to be your twin flame. It's just another person in the world. They could be a soulmate. Meaning that they could be somebody who's going to impact your life tremendously. They may not even be, they may just be some random person out there, but you have that feeling like, oh, you're coming together, and because you're two whole individuals, you're gonna go on the smoothest ride of your life, the most beautiful journey of your life. That is possible without that other person being a twin flame. The motivation, for using a twin flame, we can say excuse, which does happen because you never know if somebody is going to be your twin flame or not, right? You just can't. It's just a feeling inside of you. And you could have an astrologer, a psychic tell you that, or confirm that your partner is your twin flame. They're probably just doing it because they want your money and because they're going to be getting a lot of great testimonials from you, because there isn't a marker in astrology or in any kind of psychic knowing that's going to be proof and evident that you are a twin flame. That is, and if a psychic has seen that and told you that, that's their version of the truth, right? Your version of the truth is going to come from something that you're not going to be able to prove. It's just going to be an inner knowing. It could be your subconscious. It could be a variety of different things. The mystery of who you are. That's what's happening to tell you that this person is a twin flame. But whether they are or not, that's why it doesn't really matter. Take this as a sign that you've met your epic love. So the excuse for, using a twin flame, for labeling a relationship or your partner as being your twin flame, or relationship as being a twin flame relationship, there is this part, this motivation, probably a subconscious motivation of needing some kind of confirmation or validation or assurance from a word, from a theory, from another guru that you can't get yourself. If you're really obsessed with labeling your relationship as a twin flame, that means that there is a part of you inside that is still deeply insecure about relationships in general. Maybe there's some attachment issues that you've had with your parents in the past that is now coming into your current relationship, and it's hard for you to feel solid and secure in this relationship. That's why you're searching for an external explanation for the epic love of your life. Now, there is also the danger of twin flame labeling, which makes the word twin flame and the concept of twin flame and how we're using it currently in this spiritual community more toxic. And that is when someone, and this happens a lot, I have seen this a lot in my clients and the people that I know that are in abusive and toxic relationships, but they don't leave that relationship because they feel like that person is their twin flame. Now, if you're in a toxic or abusive relationship, whether that person is your twin flame or not, you got to get out of that relationship, at least for now. Now, what can be termed as a toxic or abusive relationship? Again, this is a label that we're giving here. But we can say an unhealthy relationship is one where, number one, there is some form of physical abuse. Physical abuse on the actual body of one of the parties in that relationship from the other person. Okay, so if there's any kind of physical abuse, once or twice maximum, that is no longer healthy to be having more than that level of physical abuse. Sometimes physical abuse comes in the form of objects that are being destroyed within the home environment, or objects that belong to one or the other partners that are being destroyed. That's a threat that's going to eventually lead to physical abuse if it hasn't yet already in your relationship. Emotional abuse. This happens a lot in relationships, and it's very hard to be able to put a grasp on this, but guilt, shaming, that's something there, or knowing another person's emotional weakness and using that against them to get what you want, that is some kind of emotional abuse there. So these are the harsher forms of abuse that we can have in a relationship. There can also be financial abuse. There can also be lying, repeated lies, or isolation. This is usually the basis of or the kind of tool that a toxic or an abusive person would use in an abusive relationship, is to isolate you from families and friends. And sometimes when it gets really extreme, it's like they've isolated you into your own home or into just the area that you're living in so that you can't physically go anywhere else. So these are the various kinds of abuse that can happen. So if you are in one of these abusive relationships, why would it matter if this person is your twin flame? Because self-love and self-respect, and if you truly care for that other person, you would let them go and not perpetuate the cycle of codependency. That's what's actually happening. When you're enabling an abusive person to continue their abuse on you, you are in a state of codependency. This is a codependent relationship that you're having. And if you're enabling somebody to continue their toxic behaviors, you are not helping them in any way whatsoever. If you cut them out of your life, you are telling the other person to go off and do their own healing journey. Now, you may not be the ultimate person to be able to do that, meaning that that person may not get your message, but they'll get it more than you perpetuating that cycle of abuse, I guarantee you. they'll understand it more, and eventually they will have to do the inner work that they should be doing to be out of their toxic patterns, right? So, and self-love and self-respect means that your body, this is a vessel that your spirit has come into, and this is one of the things that really just pushes my buttons in the spiritual community, is to neglect the body, is to like be in a hyper state of like astral travel, or just being in the astral realm, that we forget that the reason you're having this particular experience right now, the reason that you're meeting the people that you love, the reason that you can have an experience of living is because of this physical body in this physical material realm. And so if you really love yourself, if you have a sense of self-respect, nobody should be hurting your things, your emotions, your body, your money. None of that stuff should be abused. So it is a process of that self-love as well. And so the ideal situation, of two twin flames coming together, or we can say of the epic love situation, is when two whole people come together in an unconditionally loving relationship. That is the epic love. That is the ultimate, if you want to label it twin flame, the ideal twin flame situation. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what I want to share with you guys today. If you're watching this video, I also recommend that you check out some of my videos that I've made on Plutonic relationships, Neptunian relationships, and Uranian relationships. I'll post a link in the description box below as well, because sometimes Plutonic or Neptunian relationships are being confused with love or twin flames or epic love, when Pluto, that part of in your chart, and Neptune, that part in a sinister and a composite chart that is still in its lower energy frequency, is far from love. And a lot of people mistake that lower energy frequency of Pluto and Neptune and the intensity that has come from those two planets to be love, when it's actually not. It's insecurity, it's possessiveness, it's jealousy, it's infatuation, it's self-sacrifice, martyrdom, right? But those two planets, definitely, they can be lift up in this energy frequency. Just like all planets, you can kind of lift up the energy frequency of all planets and be in a state of unconditional love for all of them. But those two, Pluto and Neptune, are the ones that are most mistaken for love when they're still in their shadow energy frequency. Okay, so I highly recommend that you check out those two videos as well. So that's it for today, beautiful souls. If you have anything you want to share, I'm open to reading what you guys have to share in the comment below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to head over to my website to meet your astrology team, who will be working with me from this point onwards. All right, have a beautiful day, beautiful souls. Bye.